Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Yeah, yeah. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser. Yes, sir. Welcome to another season, another edition of the Rundown. We are back, baby. It's your boy, the drum major, my right-hand man, the chef, Vlad
good.
Boogie. What it do, sir?
I'm good, baby. What's good? It's been what, a month?
Yeah. We took a long summer break, man.
Matter of fact, we came back for that special NBA jump off because I said, listen, the NBA ain't done. NBA ain't done.
Oh yeah, you had to speak on that real quick. That's sir. You had to speak on that.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
But right behind that was some NFL shiggity too. But we'll get into it tonight.
A little bit.
It was a little NFL shiggity going on.
Yeah, man. But speaking of, but before we get into that, man, of course we're gonna bring in our other two partners. Master correspondents.
Love these guys.
Who better than to bring in than my guys, my bro, Big Ty, and the guru of the gridiron, Big Dell. What it do, champs?
Yes, sir.
What's up, dude?
Yes, sir.
What's up, fellas?
Good, man. Who better than to bring in these two to talk about the upcoming NFL season, about to kick off in 2 days? You know what I'm saying? So it's only right we get on top of things. Pause.
Already with the fireworks. You
know what I mean? You get, talk about this upcoming football season.
Let's get it.
Old faces and new places, new acquisitions, additional draft picks, to improve certain teams.
Yeah.
But but we're gonna start off, we're gonna talk about the teams that in our excellent, informed, critical opinion is gonna have successful seasons. We're gonna break down the AFC and the NFC. And all of us got our teams that we think is gonna go and compete in the Super Bowl tournament. And ultimately the final two teams is gonna get to the big dance. And we're gonna discuss that. But first, before we get into that, of course, we gotta do our salutations and take care of our supporters. Starting with Sugar Water TV. Shout outs to Franchise and New Girl. That's family over there.
They back.
They are back. They are resurrected.
Sugar Water Radio.
Yes, indeed. And they got the new app. They got the channels back up and popping. So let them tell you. They'll say don't call it a comeback. It really wasn't a comeback. But so before I play myself and say it's a comeback, I'm gonna go out there and correct myself and say it's not a comeback. Just a little maneuver.
Yeah, no doubt.
They back better than ever.
It's what we call an arm shift.
There we go. Lateral move. Big.
No doubt.
Lateral move. So shout out to Franchise and New Girl. That's family over there. Sugar Water Radio, Sugar Water TV. Also, if you're independent artist and want to get your spins, hit up Mr. Sadiq Bryan and Music Real Estate and Franchise of E. And our very own brother here, Mr. Delano Robinson, one of the agents of Music Real Estate. You hit him up. He like your music. He gonna let Sadiq and Franchise know. If he don't like it, he gonna tell you it's trash. Don't quit your day job.
It's real simple, huh?
Real simple. But
it's gonna get blown up.
Yes. But Music Real Estate is doing things the ethical way. No payolas, no casting couches, if you know what I mean. No Diddy. No freak offs. None of that.
None of that.
You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist and believe in yourself, just submit your music, and they'll listen to it and they'll say yay or nay.
That's right. If you confident and you nice, it'll shine.
You know what I'm saying? So that's Music Real Estate. Also, Fat Boy Coffee. Shout out to Coach Lonnie and our boy Rock, made distributors of the brand.
Yes, sir.
Various flavors of gourmet coffee. Upon your first purchase, use code WGIS1. Again, use code WGIS1 to get 10% discount on your first purchase of Fat Boy Coffee. WGIS1 is the code. 10% discount upon your first purchase. Graph Inks.
Yes, sir.
Multimedia advertisement and photography. Specializing in any and all occasions. Quinceañeras. Free my Negro so-and-so. So-and-so just came home. Bar mitzvahs, stripper parties, bachelor parties, divorce parties, sweet 16s, gender reveals and the like.
Get the hell out my house parties.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. You kids get off my lawn. All of that. Graphics does not judge. Just pay them, and they'll be there to make the event very eventful and very memorable with exquisite photography and advertisement and graphic design. Graphics. It is. And last but definitely not least, get your mind right, get your vibrations up and consciousness right. Inspire Motivational Tees, www.inspiremotivationaltees.com. Cop yourself a tee. Cop yourself a hoodie. I am T-shirts, the most popular sale. Self-express, elevate your consciousness, vibrate high. Join the movement. Log on to www.inspiremotivationaltees.com. That is one word, inspire spelled INSPYAH, motivational tees, all one word, inspiremotivationaltees.com.
Yes, sir.
Now that we got that out the way.
Yes,
gentlemen.
Yes.
Fellow analysts, fellow enthusiasts, fellow football gurus.
Right on.
Thursday, it starts.
Yes.
And we are all excited to see our teams get back into it. But we're going to talk objectively here. Del, trust me, I promise you. I know I got the cap on my head, but I'm going to talk about my squad objectively. You know I'm capable of doing that. Del is giving me the yeah, right.
First, listen.
I didn't say a word.
Okay.
Let me set the ground rules first.
Go ahead, Chef.
The terms of engagement.
Yes, go ahead.
Gloves are off.
Oh, say that one more time.
Oh, gloves are off.
Oh, gloves off.
Gloves off.
I mean, we are. Oh, that doesn't really need to be said. I mean, all the four of us speak truth here.
No, for years, we was like, hey, kids are up, blah, blah. Kids bed.
I never said that.
I used to say, I'm trying to keep it clean.
Yeah, man.
Keep it real.
So, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the NFL season, y'all. I just want to break it down because, I don't want us to get long-winded because it is nighttime. We all working men.
Yes,
I don't want to talk us up to tiredness.
Right.
We all got to get up in the morning tomorrow. So, that's why I just decided to break it down like this. We all going to pick 6 teams from the AFC, 6 teams from the NFC that we feel with the newest acquisitions, trades, and drafts is going to make it to the playoffs, have a solid run this season. So we're going to start with the AFC first. Bro, Ty.
Yes, sir.
6. You want to set it off? Go ahead, name your 6, brother.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with my division winners, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, KC,
okay.
Easy lock.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go with Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Baltimore.
Okay.
Last but not least, I'm going with Miami.
All right.
I know that might hurt some feelings here, but I got to go with Miami.
All right.
So
as division champs?
Those are the division champs.
Got you. Okay.
And then my outliers, bringing Cincy back. Cincy going to get in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to bring your Jets.
Okay.
Bring who?
So I'm bringing the Jets in.
He's bringing the Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah.
Okay.
JETS. Yep. And so let me say this. With KC, I think what they did in the draft, they got some speed now, right? They got some speed at receiver. I think they brought in Brown. Plus, they drafted the kid Worthy. We know what they look like with speed, so I'm expecting them to do what they always do. And actually, probably even more on the highlight reel side.
Yep.
Houston. Houston. I mean, you saw what they did last year. Bringing in Diggs to go with already had. Bringing in Mixon, man. I think they're gonna make some noise this year for real. So I really, really like them this year. Miami. So I think Buffalo takes a step back division. You losing Diggs. I don't know what they're doing. I think the coach is on his last legs right now. So for me, Miami takes that step forward in the division, and them bringing in Jalen Ramsey, I think that tells me that they're really looking at the defense and they want to make some impact on that side of the ball. We already know what they can do on offense. So I think they're going to make some noise in that division. And then Baltimore, I mean, you bringing in King Henry with Lamar, I expect them to run all over the place and do what they do. So the division winners, I think, is pretty clear for me.
Yeah.
Now the outliers, when I pick Cincinnati, that's a tricky one because you got to see where Burrow is. You got to see what the receivers look like. I know Chase is coming back late, so he's had some contract stuff. So you got to see what they look like getting back in the mix. And then Cleveland is right there in that division too. So, and Pittsburgh as well, right? Because now you got, but that quarterback controversy, they might get in their own way, as far as I'm concerned. So, so I like Cincinnati to sneak in there, and then finally, the Jets. I mean, it's about the quarterback. If he can stay healthy, they're gonna be there. But if he can't, I mean, he's about as old as me. So, so if he can stay healthy, I know what it's like getting out of bed in the morning these days. If he can stay healthy,
it's a struggle.
So that's what it looks like for me with them. And that's my group for now.
Nice. All right. I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, what they say, A-Rod been taking that ashwagandha or whatever, that toad.
He doing what he got to do, and I feel him on that. You need the oils. What's the oils? The CBD. You need all of that.
CBD and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You need all of that.
I dig it, man. I dig it.
Yep.
Big Dell, who's your AFC 6, brother?
I didn't go the traditional route.
Okay.
Because when I look at the AFC,
yeah,
I see everybody in the AFC has the same issue.
What's the common issue?
Everybody has the same issue. You don't know what they have outside of their starters. Every team in the AFC, for the most part, has a lack of depth. And I mean, I singled out the Bills, the Steelers, Texans, Chargers, and the Bengals.
Excuse me.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
How you get Buffalo in there?
What do you mean? Have you looked at? As a matter of fact, you don't even have to do it. Flag, can I get control and show you the depth chart, please?
Yes, sir.
Please show me that.
Hold on.
Show me the
Okay.
depth on the Bill. Show me the depth on the Bills' offense. Show it to me.
Oh, you saying they don't have depth?
Nobody has depth in the AFC.
Okay.
That's what I
I'm
said. They
sorry. I
all.
thought you were saying
Yeah,
you
I
were
said
picking
lack.
them.
No.
Oh,
Remember, I said I went a different route. I didn't pick champions because when I look at the AFC, I see the exact same problem from top to bottom.
okay.
They all
Okay.
lack depth. They all
Okay.
lack depth. I mean, because think about it. Look at the wide
Yeah.
receivers for the Bills. You got Khalil Shakir, unproven.
Yeah.
You got Keon Coleman, rookie. Curtis Samuel has been mainly a gadget player. Who's gonna make up for the production that you lost with Diggs and Davis? Where does it come from? Definitely not Mac Hollins. You know, I got firsthand knowledge of Mac
Right.
Hollins.
We know about Mac. Right.
Valdez Scanlon ain't been right since that last Super Bowl they won.
Scanlon.
And he was sporadic at best last season.
He sure was.
Yeah.
I mean, and then what else are you looking at?
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid goes down, you have no tight end production.
Oh, they're finished. Yep.
None.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I mean, let's look at the Dolphins. Lack of depth.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tyreek, you got Waddle, you got Braxton Berrios, who Braxton Berrios is, and then you got Jalen Waddle. Okay. Who else is going to come up and who else is going to show up? You don't know what you're going to get with Odell.
Nothing.
You have no idea what you're getting with Odell, and he's out for the first game of the season. And then you got Malik Washington, Grant Dubose. Who were they? Who are they? What are they done?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got Jonnu Smith at tight end, and then who is behind him?
Right.
The other thing that I'm with the Dolphins is that the top performers that they're looking to make major contributions are all over 30 years old. They're on the backside of their career. Jalen Ramsey ain't quite 30, but Jalen got some miles on him. And he ain't what he was at when he was first drafted. Hence him moving around.
Right. But they leaning on Howard though on the other side, right? So
hey, are you comfortable with that?
I mean, if I got Jalen Ramsey
because right now they got Fuller starting. See what I'm saying? Lack of depth. And then we come to the Steelers. Number one, if Justin Fields and Russell Wilson made you stop and think until the very last week before rosters, why'd you start Russell Wilson then? If he couldn't separate himself from Justin Jefferson in that aspect, why aren't you starting the quarterback that has the higher upside? That's the first question that comes to my mind. Second thing that comes to my mind, you wide receiving core, you got George Pickens and who else?
Yeah, but it's tricky with them though, because they stay drafting guys, they no-name guys who turn out to be something later.
Who stepped up last year? Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, even Deontay didn't play well. Hence, why he's in Carolina. So I mean, the biggest thing that you got going for you is that Warren and Harris are going to be a two-headed monster at running back.
Mm-hmm.
How many times are you going to be able to run the ball if you're behind?
Right.
Especially given Russell's propensity to gamble even more so than when he was in his prime, because now for the last 3 seasons he's been trying to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
He had decent stats last year,
Mm-hmm.
but did that help the team overall?
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Okay, so that's the Steelers. So let me move this out the way. So now let's look at the Chargers. Chargers got a brand new defensive coordinator. They still got pieces in place, but they got a brand new DC. We don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know what he's gonna do. He's a former college coach.
Mm-hmm.
And then where's the depth? Keenan Allen gone. Mike Williams gone. Austin Eckler gone.
Yeah.
Where's your production coming from? Lad McConkey's a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It really is almost like they start from scratch. Yeah.
DJ Chark can't break the starting lineup with Joshua Palmer and Lad McConkey and Quentin Johnston.
Yeah.
Where's your production coming from? Justin Herbert will be running for his life. Because I don't see any separation happening.
Yeah.
Unless their new OC is calling dink and dunks and getting the ball out of his hand on slants and quick outs and quick comebacks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough year.
Like I said, you still got pieces on defense. I mean, but defense can only do so much, especially if you get to a point where you find yourself behind.
Yeah.
And you got to throw the ball. Where's your production coming from? Now the Bengals.
There we go.
All right. So here's your proposed starting lineup. T. Higgins. No question that he's going to be able to do what he needs to do. Jamar Chase. He ain't even suiting up in practice yet. He has not practiced the entire offseason.
Yeah.
When he showed, the coach apologized for saying that there had been progress made on the contract negotiations and they expected him to be in the building and participating. Chase was like, when that happened? he still ain't put on no clothes. He still ain't suited up.
It's crazy.
And then you got, I mean, what your running game, Zach Moss and Chase Brown. Really?
Yeah.
Now, if Jamar's in the building, they're right back in the top 2 in the AFC North because it's them and the Ravens. Everybody else is fighting for third.
Pretty much.
And
then, so you like the Ravens, though?
I don't like the Ravens. I'm just stating the obvious facts of what's going on. It's the Ravens, the Bengals if they're healthy, then the other two.
You think the Ravens? You think the Ravens fixed what they were lagging in the playoffs last year with?
No, I don't.
That was my concern too. I didn't think they was
don't. I think last time we all talked about it, the Ravens run the football. Getting Henry solidified their run game. Their pass game is still a work in progress. Marquise Brown gone. He's in KC. Zay Flowers gone. Nelson Aguilar? Really?
Please.
Nelson Aguilar.
Please.
Really?
Don't say that.
The man with the hands of stone? I mean,
Nelson Aguilar.
now
Yeah, I
here's
never seen Odell as the savior for the offense. I don't know why.
which is why he ain't there no more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a young team, and you have a wide receiver that doesn't stay healthy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, which is why Odell ain't there no more. So the deepest team in the AFC outside of KC with the moves they made in the offseason and the draft is Houston.
Yeah,
They are the deepest team
yeah.
in the AFC. And I mean, because everywhere you look, you know the names.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, you know the names.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know Davis Mills ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, whatever. But I mean, Joe Mixon, Dameon Pierce, and Cam Akers,
Yep.
they've all proven that they can produce. Stephon Diggs, Robert Woods, Nico Collins had a monster season last year.
Yep.
John Mechie, speed demon out of Alabama. Tank Dell, monster season. Xavier Hutchinson showed that he could be clutch. Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
I mean, he did his thing last year.
He did.
But they are the deepest AFC team out there. And that's what I was looking at. It's hard to go against Kansas City. But the Texans are nipping at their heels based on the moves that they made. The thing is, will C.J. Stroud suffer the sophomore slump? And will other teams figure out what DeMeco Ryans and his coordinators are doing and put a stop to it? Because last year they didn't have any film. Now they've had a whole offseason to catch up. Will they produce? That's the question with the Texans. But that's my look at the AFC.
Yeah, I do like the Texans. I have to agree. They're one of my favorites coming out of AFC for sure. That whole thing with the Cleveland Browns and the Texans, man, the Texans came out on top on that one.
For the last 4 seasons, Cleveland has looked like a juggernaut on paper, and somebody put a match to it as soon as the kickoff started.
Yeah. When you have a aging quarterback coming back playing, and it's not a good. I mean, he played real well. Don't get me wrong, but
he's not aging. He's just not able to stay on the field.
That's my point.
Whether it be legal troubles and bad judgment or injuries. You're paying, he's $230 million guaranteed. I mean, I want to see something from my $230 million because ain't nobody else gonna eat that contract.
Looking like Dak out there right now.
Yeah. And then they brought in Judy.
Judy and Amari Cooper. He technically has no excuse other than him not being on the field. This is the season where you see what kind of QB he really is.
If he can stay healthy. Yeah, I was just saying that same thing, same sentiments. If he can stay healthy. Because they're supposed to be the exciting team in the AFC.
Yeah.
Right, and like I said, it's between them and Pittsburgh are fighting for who's not going to be last.
That's crazy. That is crazy. What about the Colts? Nobody picked the Colts.
For what? I mean, literally, for what?
I mean, they could have a surprise season.
Anthony Richardson looked like microwave doo-doo in the preseason.
He said microwave doo-doo. Enough said.
Yeah.
All right.
Not even the Jags. Jags is still.
Well, that's what I was about to say. What we think about Jacksonville?
Well, I picked them. I picked them to have a good season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did too. I do too. I like the Texans' hard body though.
Well, here's the thing. In the AFC South is the Texans to lose.
I agree.
It's the Texans to lose. I think that with the moves that the Titans made in the offseason, I think that the Titans have caught up to the Jags because they were 1B and 1C when it came to last year, and it was the lack of depth that did the Titans in against the Jaguars. So
Yeah.
I don't see the Jaguars having that great of a season.
Oh, so you think that 12 o'clock bell don't rung, huh?
I think that money is gonna have Trevor trying to do too much.
I figure.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I can see that.
that's your 6, though.
Yep, that's my AFC look.
Okay. What about you?
Look, that's his look. That ain't his
That's
six. That's why I
look.
got mixed up. That's his look.
That's my look at the AFC. When
Gotcha.
it comes to who's going to win, it's going to be KC, it's going to be the Texans, and it's going to be, I want to say the Jets, but I don't know if Aaron Rodgers' knees gonna hold up.
Oof.
Go ahead and put
contingent upon
Baltimore in there.
And then you got Baltimore and the dark horse out of that, because you got to remember the Dolphins are 1-5 in the playoffs the last 5 seasons.
Yeah. As soon as it get cold, they fall
Yeah.
apart. Right.
The dark horse is going to be the Patriots.
Ooh.
The dark horse is going to be the Patriots.
That's funny because I was looking at the Patriots too. I was looking at them. I was thinking about them.
The
dark horse is going to be the Patriots. I'm not saying that they're going to set the world on fire, but I'm saying that they will surprise some people.
Buffalo
Drake May playing all right. Yeah,
they do
Drake, and the smartest thing they did was not start Drake May. Jacoby Brissett is starting.
Oh, they're gonna put him in early. Okay.
Jacoby Brissett is starting.
Yeah,
he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I always thought Brissett was pretty solid too.
Yeah, he always delivers.
Yeah. Vlad, you got an AFC 6?
Not really, man. I probably got like 2 or 3. I agree with the Titans. So I definitely like them. I like Pittsburgh. It was a quarterback move for me, but if you don't have nobody to throw to, you're kind of sitting at the bottom. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Denver all over again, kind of, so to speak. You know what I mean? You setting Russell Simmons up for a fall real bad. I would definitely go.
And I love that you said Russell Simmons, because this is basically the same situation.
It is, man. It's a setup, man. This dude's gonna take a hard fall, and his career is gonna come to it's gonna be bad. He's gonna sit on the bench. I guarantee you, by Christmas, they're talking about, listen, we need to sit him.
Wow.
So
that man said Russell gonna be scouting new musical talent by the 3rd week.
Yeah, for sure, for Ciara, for sure. He'll be working for her. But I also like Josh Allen, but I think the clock went wrong on him as well. The Belden is Cinderella slip is about to come off, because I watched him last season in the playoffs, and he had it, and he just couldn't. He couldn't even win the first game properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had it, and he just let it go. So I'm not a fan anymore like that. I think that they had a lot of work to do, and I don't think they did enough in the offseason to surround him with the talent that he needed. You need a tight end, running back, and things that hurt him last season, I don't think they made up for. But outside of that, I really haven't been following a lot of teams other than the normal teams. I do like the Bengals and the Ravens. For me, I just feel like there's not enough talent around their quarterback. And I could see him doing the same thing all over again. So for me, it's just the Texans right now. And I do like the Jags, but the Texans is it for me right now. Hard body.
And you got to put the Chiefs in there, right?
Of course, I mean,
not over. Oh yeah.
Of course, man. You know,
that's just a
that's a given. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter how much you hate them, there's
Yeah.
really nothing to hate. You know what I mean? Andy Reid knows how to coach.
I know.
And he's the new Zen for as football coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy Reid is man.
Mm-hmm.
So
him and that quarterback, you good. And I mean, Andy used to do that in Philly too, though. He got some magic out of some teams that was crazy. So
Facts.
Can you imagine if we had 2 receivers where they've had 4?
I know.
One season we had 1 receiver in TO. We went to the bowl.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
The 1 year.
Yeah, y'all just shitting on Freddie Mitchell.
Man, screw Fred X.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
had some guys come through, boy. It was funny. It was funny.
Never mind that 3rd down and 27 play, right? It's like
fourth and 26 is too far gone.
Yeah.
That's all he was good for, huh?
Yep.
That was it.
That was it.
His highlight. Yep.
Jason Avant was the man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I remember.
He was the reliable one. Yeah, he was the reliable one.
Oh man, he was the man.
Mm-hmm.
Brolic too, boy. He come with the haymakers.
Jason Avant, big boy too, man.
I was gonna say he was brolic. He's come through.
Yeah. AJ Brown kind of remind me of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of got the same kind of stature, a big boy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
AJ Brown is what Dorial Green Beckham was supposed to be.
I agree. Yeah.
John, you look like you starting to fade, brother. Did anybody catch that? Is it just me? Yo,
Patrick Swayze.
He's starting to ghost out.
Like the end of one of them mob movies where you see it slowly fade out when they put up what happened to him.
I was like, yo, what's that? You washing out? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh man. Let me do my AFC 6, man. So my AFC 6 is Jets, Dolphins, Texans, Bengals, Jags, and KC.
Wait, say it again, John.
The Jets, Jets, Dolphins, Texans, Bengals, Jags, and of course KC.
Yeah.
Let me start with KC. KC, of course, as long as you got Andy Reid there and Patrick Mahomes, that chemistry is undeniable. Patrick Mahomes, but his go-to guys there, Kelsey's still there. Pacheco, that kid is nice. I like Isaiah Pacheco. He's a slight back, but he's strong as hell. He's strong he's strong and he has speed. He's deceptively strong. He runs hard. Isaiah Pacheco runs angry.
He do. Yeah. John, what was the wide receiver for that came out of the Giants that went to KC with the brick hands?
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah,
Kadarius Toney. Yeah.
Did you see they trying to change him to a what was that? A running back or something?
He got cut. He got cut.
Yeah, I know he got cut.
Yeah, but they cut him.
They try to change his position. It's like, yo, you suck, bro. We got to find something else for you to do.
Yeah,
he's horrible.
He's horrible. That's how horrible he was.
They was trying to give him a job, man.
Who does he know? Who does he know? I've never seen that before. They try to, go ahead, John. I just had to bring that up.
They did it with Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, but for him though, man, for him, why him? Like he was never a factor.
Yeah.
You can't teach size.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But the wide receiving core, just to piggyback off of what Ty said, they got some decent draft picks over there. And of course, Patrick is the quarterback that makes his players better. You know, you have quarterbacks out there that makes players better, and then you have quarterbacks that are system quarterbacks,
Yeah.
and are successful according to a system. But Patrick is definitely one of them ones that can elevate you. I.e., to use an example, i.e., Alan Lazard and Aaron Rodgers. But we'll get back to them.
Right.
just a case in point example. You know what I'm saying? A Rod is definitely one of them ones too that can make his plays better. Patrick Mahomes is definitely one of the ones that make his plays better. On the defensive side, Spags, the coordinator, he got a bend but don't break defense. It's not necessarily top notch, but it's gonna get the job done when it needs to get the job done. So I got Casey in there.
I love his rush defense.
Yeah.
And they re-signed their big dog, Jones. So they extended him or whatever.
Oh yeah, you know they had they had to do that.
Yeah.
You know they had to do that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely KC in there. Listen, the Texans. I got the Texans. Listen, they're gonna show out this year. They're gonna show out this year. And I agree with you guys. The weapons CJ got. I personally don't think CJ's gonna have a sophomore slump. There's no excuse for him to have a sophomore slump. He got too many weapons, and I think them acquiring Stephon Diggs does not give him the excuse to have a sophomore slump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's legit right there.
That's legit. You know, so Stephon and Nico, are you kidding me right now? You know what I'm saying? Are you kidding me right now? Joe Mixon and Cam Akers in the backfield? Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
For sure.
The Texans will show out. I think they'll go very deep in the playoffs. CJ Stroud, I think the kid is phenomenal. He gets it. He understands the game. He had a phenomenal season last year. If I'm not mistaken, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I think he broke Peyton's single season rookie record. Am I correct? As far as yards, am I correct?
That's a dumb question.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
But I know he showed out. He definitely showed out last year.
He did show out. He did. I think he's like one of the best quarterbacks in the last two draft classes, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Without question. The boy showed out.
Yeah.
Now, single season passing record is still held by Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck? Oh, okay.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
4,374 yards in 2012.
But CJ did hit 4K though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he had 41. He had 4108.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, I knew CJ.
Top two rookie performances are Andrew Luck at 4374 and Justin Herbert at 4336.
Right, I forgot about Justin. Okay.
Yeah, but Herbert, his stuff be inflated, man. It ain't.
Yeah.
His stats ain't legit. They like Tony Romo stats. No, they're not legit.
but people love stats. I mean, it's easy to pad your stats when you're playing from behind.
I know. Yeah. I can't rock with that. But who was Luck throwing to back then? I can't even remember who was on that team. But
Luck was throwing to who was his guys? Because Marvin already retired, so Marvin and Reggie already retired. So
I don't know who he had to put up them numbers, but that's all right. That's better than I thought.
Yeah. I forgot who his X's and Y's was. But yeah, he definitely put up them numbers. But yeah,
he had Donnie Avery, Reggie Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, Reggie Wayne was still there.
Still
Yep.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, Texans. I see them going deep in the playoffs. Jags. I like. I think Trevor. I think Goldilocks is gonna keep it steady. He's gonna hold it down, run the team. I like that. He has a solid tight end now. Contrary to what a lot of people may think, I think Evan Ingram, acquired from the Giants, is going to be a good tight end to throw to. Plus, he still got Christian Kirk. His number one. I believe Kirk is a Buckeye, right? Was Christian Kirk a Buckeye? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know
Not
if he
sure.
came out of their system.
Yeah.
Okay. Some tell me Christian Kirk was a Buckeye, but if he's not, then my mistake. But Christian Kirk,
He's legit though.
Yeah, he's legit. Christian Kirk is legit, and plus he got Evan Ingram to throw to, got other weapons, and of course still got Devin Lloyd on the defensive side of the linebacker core. So
Christian Kirk went to Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. Okay. Okay.
Aggies.
Yeah. But Jags definitely is wild card.
Yeah, I agree with you, John.
Yeah. I don't see them quite going deep in it. Not like the Texans. Jackson's definitely wild card level.
I see it being one and done.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like last year.
Yeah.
Sunshine is going to run into the rain.
Yeah. I see Jags definitely being one and done. Miami, I personally see Miami as stacked, bro. And that's one of the main reasons why I got Miami and the Jets fighting it out for the division title, but Miami edging them out by maybe a win or two. I think it's gonna be a close battle between Miami and Jets for the division title, but the Miami edging them out because I think Miami is stacked, man. You can't. Who's covering Cheetah and Jalen? Who's covering Cheetah?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but you can't be stacked if you one injury away from trying to figure out what you're going to do next.
I got you, but I'm speaking from the standpoint of, but my conversation is coming from barring injury, because you never know what's going on this season. This is all barring injury conversation, and as it looks on paper, Cheetah and Waddle. They basically make Tua look like Dan Marino. We all know Tua throws punts. but
and they was putting up 70-point games last year. So
exactly.
If they had some defense, I mean, wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Miami's gonna drive off the offense, and you got to remember Raheem Mostert and Devon Arcane, they're track stars. They got a fucking team over there. It's a track team over there. I said this last year. Mostert, Arcane, Cheetah, Waddle. That's a damn track team. You understand what I'm saying? So Tua
forgot about him.
You know what I mean? Tua got weapons to throw to.
Did you think Tua gonna last that long though?
You're gonna make him look like Dan Marino. Listen,
I think Scott is gonna step in at some point because Tua gonna get hurt again. He do too much.
Listen, we all said Tua should have packed it up when he suffered that devastating injury. I was like, well, I was like, yo, that kid.
His brain is probably just now
scrambled.
Beginning to unwind from the hits he took.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And I still say the referees that let that man go back into the game after he took that hit, played a couple more plays, and then he just fell out.
Drop. Yep.
That whole officiating crew should have been dumped. There's no way. There's no way you don't send that man to the sidelines to be evaluated. And if they send him back in the game, it's at your discretion to say no.
Exactly. Exactly. So after I saw the following play, I was like, nah, that kid need to retire. He better not come back. He better not come back in this shit. But sure enough, he here. and he did his he did his thing
He
last.
came back and did his
You know what I'm
thing. Yep.
saying? On
Listen, you gotta understand somebody's heart. It's for the love of the game, man. Gotta respect it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I mean, that either makes you tough or stupid. You gotta look at it that way. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. My opinion is the latter.
You can express your love for the game without putting your health in jeopardy.
Some people
Mhm.
love the game more than their health, man. Look at what was
Yeah.
the Green Bay quarterback? What's his name? Who could barely look? Not Green Bay. Chicago Bears. Who could
Oh, Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon? Yeah, he can't even walk
Oh,
through his house with the windows open.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He in bad shape now. Yeah.
yeah. And I even think I even think even addition to Odell gives him somewhat of a depth, although he's on the other side. He's on the tail end of his prime. He's 31, 32 now. So it's not quite old yet, but it's getting there. It's teetering on the downward, but he still has a little bit left in the tank to kind of
Odell is 50 in football years, bro.
Yeah, I think when he
But
won with the
listen,
Chargers, he should have just chilled.
listen.
Rams.
You know what else?
Miami?
Them
Rams.
Oh,
ointments.
Rams. I'm sorry, Rams.
You know them ointments and cortisone shots work wonders, man. Them dudes, that's
Mhm.
why them dudes be having 10, 12, 15-year careers, man. So
Nah, listen, you're not LeBron, bro. You're not gonna stretch it out. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body that he takes.
But
it,
the thing,
Mhm.
and the thing about it is that LeBron has taken his health seriously from day one.
He has.
mhm,
Mhm.
That's not something that you can try to transition into at 28, 29, 30 years old,
mhm,
especially since you've been playing for years with no ACL.
Right.
right,
Right.
That part.
right. But yeah, but I personally think that Miami is somewhat stacked. That track team got a bunch of speedsters over there. Hard to D up, hard to catch. Um, on the defensive side, you know, with Ramsey and Xavier Howard, uh, they're human. They can get they can get torched. Jalen's gotten torched a lot, so he's kind of teetering on the overrated label, kind of teetering on it. Because
Mm.
people still consider him one of the top shutdown corners, and I'm like, not really. The boy been getting cooked. Even in his prime years, he got cooked a couple of times. So I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know about that top five, top 10 shutdown corner. He's teetering on that old word. He's teetering on it. I ain't gonna give it to him.
Mhm.
He's almost there. You know what I'm saying?
But
No doubt.
but I don't think you need him to be great. He
Mm-hmm.
just needs to be good because they're gonna be so far ahead and scoring so many points.
Sure.
You just need the defense to hold up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mhm.
But I definitely think the offense is gonna carry them through. And I'll give them the division. I give it to them. It's gonna be a close race between them and Gang Green though. But segue into Gang Green. Um, I think finally they'll end their 13-year drought. Finally get
They're gonna
in.
get there.
I think they may go if they don't win the division, they'll go division playoffs. They'll get bumped out of division playoffs if they run into somebody like the Texans, they'll get bumped. I think if they run into somebody like KC, they might get bumped. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Jets ending their 13-year drought going as far as division. All contingent upon Ron being healthy, of course.
Right. Right.
Um, wide receivers he got contingent upon being healthy. Mike Williams acquired from the Chargers, solid number two, but he's injury prone, so gotta keep your fingers crossed on that. Aside from that, he's a talented receiver. Play alongside Garrett Wilson, which is the number one. So
Mhm.
that tandem looks good on paper. Brees Hall Can't front on them. Talented running back. You know what I'm saying? The acquisition of Tyron Smith from Dallas, also injury prone. Keep your fingers crossed on that. But the pickup of Olaf Fashanu, great pickup to be part of that line, along with Vera Tucker, which is another fingers crosser because he's injury prone.
John, you gotta. John, how could you pick him, John? John, seriously, I know that's your team, though, John.
Yeah,
but it sounds like you got a bunch of band-aids on the line.
No, well, like I said, you see, all seasons are always unpredictable with certain players. You know what I'm saying?
John, not with the Jets with that lineup, bro.
So when you talk about personnel and the talent, that's what I'm referring to. The personnel and the talent and the skill,
got you.
Which is up there. You can't front on that. But
you can't deny it.
The injuries can definitely derail season. You know what I'm saying? So,
and actually, as you talk, I can see if they get there to the playoffs healthy, I can actually see them upsetting some people. Because Aaron Rodgers is one of them tricky dudes. Like, he will make a young defense look crazy out there. So
I just want to know who you guys paid at ESPN Plus, because they wrote an article said that the Jets are going to upset the 49ers and win the Super Bowl this year.
Wow.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
And I'm wearing the hat.
I need to know who you guys paid to write that article, and you need to give me his money, because I can say stuff like that too.
Chat GPT.
But think about it though.
That's Chat GPT. And listen, I'm wearing the hat, y'all.
Aaron Rodgers can do it.
I'm wearing the hat. I'm talking objectively here. You see what I'm saying?
But if they get in the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers could look at the competition. He could beat probably most of those defenses like that he would be facing, right? So maybe Baltimore might be tough for him.
I still see Houston as tough for him. Houston got a game.
They got game, but
they not a game. They not a game.
Yeah, but he plays with these young defenses. I mean, he used to do that in Green Bay like crazy. So he'll make a young defense look crazy. So
he can read the defense like the back of his hand. I mean, he's only been in the league 55 years. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
He's seen pretty much every other defense, but it's talent and skill set against talent and skill set, and his age against the youth. Is the skill set of the youth and the speed of the youth going to overcome the wisdom of the age, or vice versa? Which is one is going to be? That's that battle. That's that battle we got.
That's what we're looking at, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, John. We'll find out week 9.
Yeah, I know. They play the Texans week 9. I see it. Yeah.
You know, you gotta hope Aaron don't get folded.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
That's where you figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing: with all the improvements that the Jets made, they only got slightly better on the O-line. They only got slightly better. So you got to look out for that unaccounted for blitzer.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure that your maintenance crew keep the grass cut right.
The field.
No, I'm being deadly serious.
No. Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
Because a lot of
some of those field turf surfaces are treacherous.
Yeah, last season the old lineman was depleted, and most of them came from field injuries. Stepping the wrong way, tripping the wrong way, ankle going. I'm like,
non-contact injuries.
Yeah. This is backups to the backups. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened to Vera Tucker. Vera Tucker has Pro Bowl talent, but he don't get there because non-contact injury all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but even on the defensive side, I like the defense. You know, I like Quinnen, I like CJ, I like his brother Quincy. Quincy's solid. CJ is like the quarterback on the defense. He's decent. DJ Reed, I see why Seattle got rid of him. I'm starting to see why. Starting to Waddle persecuted him last season. Persecuted. You know what I'm saying? But here's a challenge I like to issue to Sauce and Jeff Ulbrich. I want to see Sauce shadow number ones all game, not just stay on his side. I want to see a young man.
Are you sure he's capable of traveling?
This is what I want to see, because he's highly touted as the top CBs in the game. They giving him shutdown status. They making him apart. They're making him apart with Patrick Surtain. But the other argument is he's only on one side. He doesn't shadow the number ones. I issue a challenge to Source, prove them wrong. Shadow the number ones. Play Justin Jefferson all game. Play Stephon Diggs. Shadow Stephon Diggs all game. Shadow Cheetah all game.
You trying to have that man's lung capacity explode by week 5?
I was just about to say.
That man gonna be tired.
Dogs, I need to see it, man. I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? And this is me as a fan saying that. I need to see it. At least Revis did it. You know, Revis played Revis played 11 years. He was only good for 6. And out of those 6, he was only good for 4 with the Jets.
Revis,
but those,
keep it in 100.
But those 4 years were special though.
Incredible.
They were. Yeah, hell yeah. He was
shout out to Cromartie holding him down on the other side.
Yeah. That was a good tandem. Revis and Cromartie, that was a very good tandem for that short period. Very good tandem.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all would have the Jets would have Dallas Cowboys. Oh yeah, Jets is bad. We're back. We're gonna win. And the injuries killed y'all, man.
Yeah, that's what
the Jets legitimately had reason to be optimistic about trying to go deep in the playoffs last year. Pause. But I mean, they legitimately had a reason to be excited about that possibility. Dallas fans are just delusional.
They are.
I mean, because as long as there was the specter of Aaron Rodgers on the field, that offense had all the potential in the world. Because everybody already knew that Zach Wilson was not the one.
Right.
And when he had to start playing in game 1, all the air just left the balloon.
All the air fell out, literally. Yeah. The life out of MetLife.
What a pun. What a pun.
You know what I'm saying? For real, man. For real. And then definitely last but not least, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, looking like 2000 Eminem right now. I don't know what that's about, but he, like I said, this is all on paper. This is contingent upon Joe Burrow being healthy too, because let's keep it 100. He played 3 seasons. He only completed 1.
Because he's had a trash offensive line. They went to the Super Bowl with a trash offensive line.
Right. Yeah. Right. So they gotta protect that man. They protect that man. If he could give, if at least if he can't give us the whole 17, if he can give us at least a 12-13 out of 17, the Bengals gonna have a good season. He got his guys, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase.
If he's gonna get hurt, it needs to be early to where he can come back and make a run at the end of the season.
Ideally, it would be better that way. If he gets hurt early, game 1 he gets hurt, out 3 or 4 weeks, and then play on from game 5 to 17, make that run. And let's not forget the addition of Mike Gesicki for the Dolphins, decent tight end. Yeah. So he got another weapon to play with. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And of course, um, and on the defensive side, you got Carter still back on the fold, and we got Mike Hilton, who's a decent corner. So yeah, so I got them in the mix. So yeah, so I got well, yeah, I got salute to the Texans. I got the Texans going far, man. I got them going far. I got them going deep in the playoffs. Uh, so that's my six. Yeah. So on to the NFC side. On to the NFC side. We're gonna start with you, brother Dell. Your NFC six. Who you got?
All right. So I didn't go with the obvious,
Uh-huh.
except for one. Except for one. So the NFC is more competitive this season than it was last season.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, my six, I'm looking at the Packers, the Bears, and I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why. Believe it or not, the Commanders,
Okay.
I can see that.
Eagles, and the Bums.
Yeah, me too.
It hurt my heart to say it, but there's gonna be a lot of caveats when it comes to the Bums.
Okay.
All right. So when I look at Green Bay's roster and the moves that they made, if Jordan Love goes down, they're in trouble. But if he stays healthy, they okay. I mean, Malik Willis. I mean, come on, Willis got replaced just like my man got replaced. Malik Willis got drafted in the top 5 the year before. Next year they drafted Will Levis.
Yep.
Yeah.
So but them picking up Josh Jacobs to replace Aaron Jones.
That was a good move.
That was a good move because Jacobs does not have a lot of tread on his tires from his time in with the Raiders because the Raiders didn't run the football.
Right.
He was a blitz pickup artist. The few times they did run him, it shows you the flashes.
Yeah.
Now, Christian Watson.
Sometimes, yeah.
Exactly. He's hot and cold.
Yeah.
He's hot and cold, but they have enough to keep up with the Detroit Lions in their division, which is going to give them a playoff spot.
Yeah. And the coach is real creative too.
Right.
So.
And the Vikings are going to struggle in the NFC North.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because they got to run with a quarterback. I mean, JJ McCarthy went down. So the person that was the most pissed off about that is Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
So and then you got the Bears. So it'll be Detroit 1, and then it'll be the Packers and the Bears 1B and 1C. It just depends on who put together the better season. With that being said, them damn USC quarterbacks.
Right. Let's keep it real with that one.
Now,
right.
Caleb, as a rookie, has no excuses because they put DeAndre Swift at running back behind him, Khalil Herbert behind him. They've got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze as his starting wideouts. Kemet came on as a good solid, clutch tight end. He's not gonna take it to the house, but he's not gonna drop it in traffic either. So his safety valve is there. They've got the runners in place to be able to make defenses play honest. They're not going to be able to pin their ears back and come after him. So he has no excuse not to perform well. And as long as he performs well, they can take a wild card spot. They can. As long as he plays well.
When you hear all of that, it you just feel bad for
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean,
they did none of that for that kid.
They added DJ Moore. I mean, they just added so many weapons while Justin was still there before they traded him.
I know. I mean, they left that kid hanging.
You had to think Justin was like, oh snap, they get weapons.
Yeah.
Oh snap, they got linemen. Oh, we about to rock out.
We about to do
with
something.
The first overall pick, the Chicago Bears choose Caleb Williams.
Right. That's what we doing.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's what we doing. All right.
Rolling like this now.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, I don't think that Caleb Williams is going to be a long-term solution because I just can't trust a USC quarterback, no matter who it is.
Or a Chicago Bears quarterback. Right?
Right.
I ain't never seen it.
I mean, because think about it. The last quarterback that took him to the Super Bowl was Rex freaking Grossman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they've had a slew of number one picks since then.
Yep. So it's hard for me to buy into them for the reasons you said. USC and Chicago Bears, just that combination.
Right. So I had to go with it because it's so intriguing because of what they put around him. I mean, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen alone are enough to make a semi-decent quarterback throw for 3,500 yards.
Right.
I mean, if nothing else, they're going to yak you to death.
Yeah. Yeah. Keenan Allen, that's another yacker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that's the Bears and that's the Packers. The obvious one, and their window is definitely closing because the dollar factor reality is about to smack them dead in the face after this season, is the 49ers. This is the make or break for the 49ers because come next season, they're not going to have any cap space because Brock Purdy went to the Super Bowl in his second year. Didn't win it, but he went. 2 straight NFC championship games. Got hurt in the first one, won the second one. Trevor Lawrence ain't won a playoff game and got $55 million a year in average value. They're gonna have to pay Purdy. So this is their window closing. You see how many problems they went through trying to sign Ayuk. And that should have been a no-brainer. That should have been a no-brainer because as violently as Deebo Samuel plays the wide receiver position, he is not going to play every game in the season.
Right.
He's going to be concussed. He's going to have soft tissue injuries. He may even have a dislocation or something, but he's not going to make a full season because Deebo plays wide receiver like a freaking linebacker. He seeks out contact.
Yeah, that's another angry player.
And we try to tell him, hey man, your career gonna be 6 years if you keep that up. So this is the year that because think about it, they're gonna have to extend Kittle.
Yep.
They're going to have to pay. Because remember, Kittle signed his extension 2 seasons ago. So Kittle is coming up for another extension in a year or two because I think he got a 3-year extension.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to pay market value for Brock Purdy. They're either gonna have to pay him $60 million a year that Dak is looking for in Dallas, or they're gonna have to give him more guaranteed money than Deshaun Watson got. Because as of right now, Deshaun Watson is still the highest paid guaranteed money quarterback at $230 million.
That's crazy.
Boys,
So I'm not sure I want to pay that for Brock Purdy. I still don't know. Yeah.
You have to look at the quarterback classes that are coming out this season and next season, and you say, okay, we blow up the quarterback position and we start over with another rookie contract, and then we stack everybody around it, which is a viable option because they showed that it works. They showed that it works. But once your quarterback starts to take up a third of your salary cap, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Unless you got Howie Roseman in the building. Then
and you can't convince me that Howie ain't doing some voodoo mathematics.
It's something else happening.
Yes, it's some voodoo accounting going on because there ain't no way them numbers be mathing right.
Voodoo accountant.
And that's coming from a diehard Eagle. I ain't mad at him, but you gotta wonder.
Take care of everybody. Yeah,
I mean,
everybody's son.
Where it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of where is he cooking the books.
Yep. So.
Now, the Washington Commanders are going to be a dark horse in the NFC because they literally got better at every position.
Okay.
On offense, they literally got better at every position.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, even though he hasn't played in a real NFL game during preseason, showed that he is a stark upgrade to Sam Howell, which is why Sam Howell is a backup now somewhere else. Brian Robinson Jr., workhorse. His backup is Austin Eckler. Jack of all trades. Yeah. He's like he's kind of McCaffrey light.
Yeah, Eccles is nice. Like
Eckler was a huge loss for the Chargers.
Oh yeah.
And then you got Terry McLaurin, and
he's another sometimey guy though too. Though.
He's not a sometimey guy. He's not really a sometimey guy because he was the only person they had. Jahan Dotson was the sometimey guy.
Okay.
Dotson was the one that was hot and cold.
But McLaurin got superstar potential, but he never got there.
Right, and he couldn't get there because the defense was always able to roll to his side. Because there was never really a legit number 2 threat to make you play honestly.
Okay.
Now, is Zacchaeus going to be that? I doubt it. But Zacchaeus, I mean, because he played with us. Zacchaeus is the kind of physical wide receiver that will challenge the middle, and the safeties will have to engage, and they can't shadow one way or the other. They're gonna have to play honest because he's a big body coming across the middle. And then they brought in Zach Ertz, and you know that Zach Ertz, he's a tech. Even though he's long in the tooth, there's not a linebacker that's still going to cover him.
He still got it. Yeah.
So you've got a quarterback 2 that's going to have to cover Zacchaeus on the outside. You've got linebacker and your strong safety who's going to have to account for Ertz, which should free up McLaurin to show what he really is.
Okay.
And then you
Okay.
also have that. Then they still have Jamison Crowder there.
So you trust in the coach?
I'm trusting the OC. I'm not
Okay.
trusting the head coach
Okay. Okay.
because
See,
because
I'm putting the whole piece
yeah,
together before
because
we put Watson out there.
I watched what he did in preseason, and even though you
Okay.
don't show a whole lot in preseason, he gave glimpses that look, you're not going to be able to sit flat-footed with us.
Yeah.
We're getting
Okay.
we're telling Jalen, ball hit your hand on the snap, it's out of your hands in the second and a half. We're going to give you lanes to throw to. And the thing is that are the lanes going to be up close, or are they going to be in the hook zone, or are they going to be deep? Because you're going to have to choose where you're going to play. Because if Ertz posts up in the hook zone, Zacchaeus takes the mid in or the mid out, then you got the post routes that are going to be open on the backside, and you got the underlying crossing routes. So I mean, I saw those in the preseason games. So he's like, look, your head's going to have to be on a swivel. You're not just going to be able to sit in one place because we're going to have people at every level. So the OC has shown in the three little instances that he played that he's going to challenge you, and you're either going to step up or you're going to get burnt.
Okay.
And I saw some zip from Jaden when he did play.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the Skins. That's a dark horse, like you said.
That's a dark horse.
I'm listening.
That's
Yeah.
a dark horse.
I'm
As a
listening.
matter of fact, I'm picking the Commanders to finish second in the East.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Second in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean,
because you got to look at it.
the Giants. I mean, yeah.
Outside of Philly, which is who I'm going to get to here in a minute, because I'm getting ready to go over the Cowboys. Outside of Philly, they've got the most complete roster in the East.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to talk Cowboys then to get there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Cowboys got holes. The Cowboys got holes everywhere. And is this it? All right. You guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the Cowboy screen I'm showing, or is this the other
Yep.
screen?
Nope. This Cowboys.
All right. Look at this offense and tell me what's dangerous about it.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
I like CD Lamb.
CD. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Your
CD
quarterback position is solid.
Yeah, well, I don't know about no Trey Lance though, but if he fits that system,
We're not even looking at the backup quarterbacks because Trey Lance threw 5 interceptions in the preseason game. He's washed.
yeah,
We think he's done. Okay.
He's washed. That system doesn't fit his skill set.
I ain't think so.
Okay.
I like Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, he's a decent one.
He's consistent.
He's old.
Mm-hmm.
He's old. He's not gonna give you the production that the other number 2 was. He's not Michael Gallup, and Michael Gallup was sometime. Brandon is at this point in his career, Brandon Cooks is a one route runner.
But that tight end is for real.
That's danger.
Yeah.
That's danger.
Yeah, that tight end is for real.
CD Lamb and Ferguson.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things that you have to shut down. Because
wow, they got Zeke as your starting running back.
That's crazy. They brought him back and made him the starter.
No,
That's
right?
crazy.
Dalvin Cook will be the starting running back by week 4.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, why is he like third option?
That's crazy.
Because he literally just got there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook could be the starting running back by week 4. Just like Tony Pollard unseated Zeke.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook will do the same thing if they run the offense the same way that they ran the offense last year.
Yeah.
Zeke ain't durable enough to be able to do the things that they need him to do in Mike McCarthy's offense. But the Dallas offense doesn't strike fear into me. Not like last year, the year before. The one thing that we could count on was Dak was going to do something boneheaded.
Right.
But it didn't negate the fact that he had at least 3 weapons on the field at all times. Now you got 2. It's a lot easier to cover for 2 people than it is for 3.
Right.
Because now you can take CD and you can shadow a safety over the top of a corner. And you can take a linebacker and you can take a safety and shadow Ferguson. So you take away one or the other, and if you're playing a bubble on the deep routes for CD, you can neutralize him to a point. Is he gonna get 1,000 yards? Probably, but it's manageable now. So that's why I don't think that the Cowboys are going to make that run. They usually start hot and then fade. I think by week 8, 9 we'll know exactly where they are. I don't see a 10-win run out of them this season. I just don't.
Well, that's just looking at the offense, but defensively they've been making noise too. So
Defensively, you got Michael Parsons, who's in a contract year. Trayvon Diggs is hit or miss because he's gonna gamble way too much. Where's the other danger?
Yeah, they're gonna be in shootouts.
Yeah.
Exactly, Ja.
Exactly.
Exactly. DeRon Bland is on injured reserve for the rest of the season.
Yeah. When you start looking at it like that,
when you look at what they're putting on the field, unless they make some kind of a splash acquisition at the next trade deadline, Michael Parsons is going to have to play both DEs and linebackers in order to not be double teamed.
Wow. Okay.
They're gonna have to move him.
Yeah, you might be right
putting
Washington above them.
Right, and DeMarcus Lawrence is long in the tooth.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm picking the Commanders coming second in the NFC East, unless they just have just a conniption.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, I'm looking at the Eagles. I mean, I have to.
Oh.
I'm wary because it's giving me Dream Team vibes, but we had Sean McDermott in his first year as a defensive coordinator that year, and he got fired. And then he went to hone his craft. We've got a veteran DC in Fangio who he's not Jim Johnson because he doesn't blitz. He doesn't dial up exotic blitzes, but he does move the pieces of the defense around to keep the offense guessing. And the things that he's shown that he's willing to do with the linebackers and the way that he's got the linebackers communicate. This is the first time in probably 4 seasons where there's not a gaping hole between the defensive line and the secondary.
I can agree with that.
So as long as we get decent play out of our linebackers, the defense should be formidable. It should be bend, don't break. But
but the way he left Miami,
he never wanted to be in Miami.
Okay.
He never wanted to be in Miami. and
Because he's
the
not
and
getting
with
stellar
and with
reviews out of there.
right no,
Yeah.
and you're not going to, because what he was asking those players to do,
Mm-hmm.
number one, they weren't willing to do, and number two, they didn't have the depth to do. They didn't have the linebackers that Fangio liked. Because remember the
Mm-hmm.
defense. Remember the defense he ran in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So remember the defense he ran in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how
Mm-hmm.
solid our defense became when he was the consultant for our defense.
Right. Right.
He didn't have that linebacker personnel in Miami,
Okay.
and the secondary wasn't what it was, especially last year, because Howard went down early.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So,
All right.
so
All right.
Ain't
that's what
nothing
I'm
really
looking
to
at.
say on the offense, right?
No, I mean, because it's basically pick your poison.
Yeah. Yeah. If they mess this up, I mean,
If they
everybody
mess this
got to
up,
go.
yeah, Sirianni got to go, Howie
Everybody
got to
got to
go,
go. Yeah.
clean
Yeah.
house.
Yeah. You can't mess this up. No, I ain't getting rid of Howie though, because he keep it exciting every year. He will get you some players.
I'm still pissed at I'm still pissed at Howie for talking Lurie in the firing Reed
Yeah.
after he convinced him to say 8-8 wouldn't save his job.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We should never let that happen. You know?
But I'm done. I'm sorry.
So go ahead. Go ahead, Ty.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'll make mine quick. My winners: Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
Rams. So
Man.
that's my winners. Yep.
Okay.
And then Niners get in,
Mm-hmm.
and the Packers get in.
Okay.
Lions. The best thing they did was bring everybody back, including the coordinator. So they should be exactly what we saw last year, and now only 1 year better. So they brought everybody back.
But you
Um,
trust Jared Goff to have a repeat of that season?
I do, man. So for me, he was good even with the Rams. I didn't have a problem with him. It was what you put around him. If you gave him
Mm-hmm.
time, he was going to deliver. He always did, as far as I saw him playing. You got to give him time. But if he don't have time and he don't have no support around him, it's over. Um, so I really like where they are. And as far as the Packers, see, we've anointed Jordan Love because he had a hot run towards the end of the year. Um, and he played well in the field. But I mean, we haven't seen like a whole lot from him yet. So I'm not fully convinced on them, but I do think the coach is pretty creative in Green Bay. So I'm willing to put them there because of that. The Rams, I saw them being dangerous last year. They done found another wide receiver, which is crazy. And apparently they got another young guy that they brought in this year. So offensively, the Rams are just tough. They're going to be tough. Now losing Aaron Donald, that's going to be that. We got to see what that looks like. But I think that they can be better than San Francisco because I'm not so sure. Like I said earlier, I'm not that big of a believer in Brock Purdy. Ayuk hasn't been happy. I'm not so sure that San Francisco remains consistent. There was even some tension between the coaches last year. Um, so I'm not crazy about San Francisco, but they are in there for me. So, but I like the Rams to win that division. Um, in the South, Atlanta just I think they take it. I mean, Tampa Bay last year they got in there, but didn't wow anybody. I think Cousins coming in, plus you got Penix to back him up. I like that a lot. And there's young weapons all over the field for Atlanta. And of course the Eagles, I ain't even gonna touch that. I mean we just gotta sit back and watch and see what it is. You know. That's how I feel about the Eagles. But that's my pick.
All right, all right. So that's just all right. So my six, definitely gonna put my cousins in there. The Eagles. Um, I gotta give credit. I gotta give it up. I gotta keep it 100 and give it up. I see the Eagles going far, fellas. I see the Eagles going far. I think talent wise, you guys are loaded. Especially you got my side. I've always been a fan of Saquon. And y'all acquired Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
your back
Which
your
is
backfield
crazy.
your backfield is locked. Your
Crazy.
backfield is locked. Barring injury, of course, but your backfield is locked. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Got AJ on one side, Devontae on the other side. Dallas Goddard as tight end.
Yep.
Listen, I
Yeah.
got y'all, I got y'all winning the East. I got y'all going as far as the NFC Championship game. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? No excuse on the
Mm-hmm.
defensive side. You got Brandon Graham,
Mm-hmm.
hell of a backer. You know what I mean?
They
Um,
brought CJ back. That's
yeah,
big. They
you
brought
understand?
CJ back. That's
Um,
huge.
yeah, and your defensive tackle. Man, the defensive tackle.
Oh, Carter,
Yeah, there you
or
go. Thank you.
mhm,
Yep, Carter. Um,
mhm.
of course,
And if Davis is in shape, he could be something too.
yeah, yeah.
Davis lost 40 pounds.
There we go. There we go.
So and y'all acquired my guy Bryce Huff. And I told y'all
Mhm.
before, y'all getting a good deal. He's gonna be great
Yeah,
on third. He's gonna be great on third down for y'all. Trust me. If y'all seen
yeah.
it in test games when it was on third down, Bryce Huff came through, caused a ruckus.
Okay,
So y'all,
okay.
I got him. Y'all good. Yeah, and y'all
Mhm,
got Mekhi Becton. I know he's injury prone,
mhm,
but he's a big dude. He's 300 pounds. He's 6'6". He's 6'8", 300 pounds. He's a wall. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a wall for Jalen.
They got him
Um,
starting at right guard too.
yeah, yeah.
mhm,
So if Mekhi can stay healthy, hopefully he works out good in y'all system. The boy's a wall, straight up.
mhm.
So I hats off to y'all. Yeah, I think y'all got the roster to go deep. Pause. Y'all definitely win the division. Um, Cowboys. I see them eking in wild card spot. They're gonna be eking in.
Mm.
I still think Dak will have the will to will him in. CD Lamb, as long as he got CD Lamb still there. I still think Brandon Cook is a solid number two, although they'll say he's getting old. I think Brandon Cook is a solid number two. I see some good production out of him last season. Um, he's gonna look good. Ezekiel's back, reunited with his boy. Can't front. Zeke is a workhorse. Um, Zeke is a workhorse, so that's a legit backfield for him, along with Dalvin Cook. So we'll see how they use that. But I think Dalvin Cook still
Mhm.
got something left in the tank, although I don't he was with the Jets, but he was seldom used. He wasn't used right.
Yeah. Mhm.
He wasn't used right with the Jets. It was a waste of the season for him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think with Dalvin being there, he'll be used properly. He'll be
Mhm.
useful because remember he's a pass catching back as well. So he's a threat on third
Mhm.
down, catching passes out the backfield. Dalvin Cook can still make some noise doing that. So if you run it, so if you run a package where you use, even if you use Dalvin for third down situations, he can still be dangerous, for the Cowboys. So the Cowboys' offensive firepower will have them sustain some victories in shootouts, like I said, because they're gonna be in shootouts because their defense is water. I mean, Makai, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Boss is literally will have to play every position in the field to help the defense out. He's gonna have to play safety. He's gonna have to play linebacker. He's gonna have to edge. Going to edge rush. He has to. Well, they do that to him anyway. They move him around.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny on first, Bugs Bunny on second, Bugs
Yeah,
Bunny.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Trayvon Diggs, like y'all say, he's a gambler, but he's also susceptible to being toasted. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't make that pick six, it's bye-bye.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
If that boy don't get that pick six, he's looking back like, ooh, I just got beat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Pick field. So yeah, so Dallas will eke in by virtue of that. I got Detroit, the whole crew's back. Amon's St. Brown. That boy's badass. Jared Goff. He's like his career is resurrected in Detroit. He got the firepower for him to play with. Pause. Dan Campbell. And Dan Campbell's just, as a coach, he's just high energy. He got the energy to make you run through a brick wall for that man. So I think high energy, his level of coaching got those guys revved up, and it gets a carry through the season. Detroit will make some noise. I don't see him as far as the championship. I see them getting knocked off in the division though. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna go down a peg. Niners, yeah. Niners in the mix, no question. They better sign Brandon. They better pay that boy what he weigh. Sign that boy. Well,
I think they did. Didn't they sign him this week? I thought they did.
I haven't heard anything.
Ayuk.
Yeah,
Ayuk is not signed. Yeah, they did sign him.
Okay.
So he's locked up.
Oh, so he's locked up. All right, so they good money. All right. Ayuk.
Yeah, but I'm sure some hurt feelings. They ain't make it easy.
Yeah. I imagine. But so Ayuk is there. And what am I missing? So I got Cowboys, Detroit, Eagles, 49ers, Green Bay as well. Yeah, Green Bay, the Packers, Jordan Love. I thought he was going to falter. I thought he was going to have another Trey Lance situation, but Jordan Love came around, improved. He played well last season. I was impressed. And with Josh being his running back, quiet from the Raiders. I see them having a decent season as well. I got Green Bay. I got Green Bay knocked down a peg too. I see Green Bay one and done. I see Detroit division and done. I see NFC. I see the NFC Championship. I see Cowboys one and done. Of course. I see NFC Championship between y'all and the Niners. And so and then I got y'all going. Matter of fact, I got y'all going to the dance, man. I got you going to the dance.
Who you like winning the South?
Who's in the South?
Atlanta,
Tampa Bay.
That's gonna be the losers bracket.
Carolina and New Orleans.
Yeah, I didn't even think about them dudes, man. That's crazy. I didn't think about them dudes. Yeah,
I have it as my losers bracket, like the team with the whoever wins that division.
Yeah, I didn't playoffs. Yeah, that's real talk. I'm with Vlad. Real talk. I ain't picked none of them from the South. Yeah, that's a perfect label for them losers bracket. It's like the losers bracket. It's like one of them dudes is gonna
get a consolation prize.
Yeah, one of them dudes gonna get in the playoffs with an 8-9 record. That's the
It's
type
gonna
of
be
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is
Yeah.
gonna be that team.
You think so?
Tampa Bay.
Over Atlanta?
I don't think Atlanta's gonna make any noise.
Nah, not yet. Not yet. You
Yeah,
gotta tell,
they're not ready.
you gotta tell
They
my
didn't-
you gotta tell my nephew sorry, man. Not yet.
yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be hurt over that.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I ain't even think about the South like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
focused. I was focused on those six.
Right. The
you
true
know,
winners, huh?
yeah.
Like
But
nobody in that division made any power moves to me. You know what I mean? Carolina, I think they're gonna struggle again behind
Yeah,
yeah, Bryce
um
Young. Yeah,
Bryce Young, you know what I mean?
he had a rough time, man.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got a year
But
to learn that system,
brought in
but
a new coach though, so they
Yep. He's got a brand new playbook. They got a brand new defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
And you don't know what they're gonna be.
yeah, you really
right.
don't. You really
And
don't.
without tape on that, they could make some noise, right? Because you
Right.
don't know what you're gonna be looking at. And I think the coach is a young, creative guy, so they they might do something. But
right.
But and then New Orleans is who they are. They've who they always
yeah,
been
yeah.
without whatchamacallit from that went to
Drew
the
Brees, yeah,
yeah. Well, without him, they just who they are.
yeah,
Derek Carr's a gamer, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
So just a segue into Super Bowl pick. So I got y'all going against the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I got y'all against the Bengals in the Super Bowl. And
So you think Burrow's gonna topple Mahomes?
see
yeah,
the fact.
Hey, if somebody could,
If
it's
healthy,
him.
yeah. If
Listen,
healthy, yeah, for sure. He did it before. Yeah.
the fact that Josh Washington says that he's capping,
Say again. Say again.
picking the Bengals. I would
Yeah,
never pick the
yeah.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Eagles, yeah, that's an easy pick. I see
I'm
Eagles and I see a rematch. Eagles and KC.
Chief.
nah. I don't see that.
You don't see that.
Mm-mm. I don't see
I
that.
do. I
Wow.
do. I do.
Wow.
I do that.
Unless the Bengals is playing in KC.
I don't think the.
Wow. Okay.
I don't see that.
Kansas
So
City changed their
Eagles Chiefs
mascot, huh?
rematch.
Huh?
So Kansas City would have to change their mascot for that to happen, huh, Josh?
I think Eagles want some get back, and I think that'll be a great Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was a great one the first time around. So
It was. It was.
That
yeah,
was definitely a good Super Bowl between y'all two. Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Eagles Chiefs.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what you
I
got?
see.
You got Eagles Chiefs?
I got Eagles Chiefs
Or
because this.
Eagles Ravens. Eagles Ravens.
You got Eagles Ravens?
Think the Ravens are gonna be able to topple the AFC?
I think they're gonna finally get there. Eagles Ravens.
Expound on that, my brother.
I think they're gonna run. I think they're gonna run through
You think they're gonna run
everybody.
through them literally? They're gonna run through the AFC.
Literally run over everybody. Who gonna
See
check
that.
me, boo? Yep.
So
See
basically,
that.
That's what they gonna
Lamar
do.
and Henry gonna line up in the speed option all season.
What you gonna do? How you gonna stop it? It's speed.
See
And
that.
and so I mean, honestly, if Lamar didn't try to do too much last year, I think he tried to overdo it or try to prove a point. Whatever he was doing last year, they should have been there. So I think it's his time. If it's not now, I mean, if it's not now, when is it going to be? So I'm going Baltimore and Philly.
All right. What about you, though? Who's in the Super Bowl?
Whoa. From the AFC standpoint, I I gotta go with the King of the Hill. I mean, I gotta go with Kansas City because they would have to beat themselves for someone else in the AFC to get there.
That's my point.
They'd have to beat themselves. Can it happen? Sure, but I don't think it's likely.
Okay.
And from the NFC side of the ball,
how you gonna pick against your boy?
I can't pick against my team, especially the way we look at on paper.
You
You
took too long to answer that question. You already knew the answer.
Y'all look sick on paper. No, I give y'all that. Y'all look crazy on paper.
Champions right now.
Yeah.
So
no excuse. Y'all look crazy on paper.
All right. So we got
Kansas City, Philly.
Yep.
Philly. I got Kansas City, Baltimore, and Kansas City, Cincinnati. I mean Philly, Cincinnati.
You got Philly,
Baltimore.
You got Philly, Baltimore,
Cincinnati.
Philly, Cincinnati, and he's going with Philly and KC too.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We shall see. We shall
see. Well, we all agree Philly's going.
Across the board, everybody's in agreement on that. We gonna see.
I mean, that's the best bet. I mean, look at how Philly started up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, KC is they're just gonna run the playbook on you. They haven't their chance to lose or their time to suffer a loss was last season, and they couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't do, even with distractions. They couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just can't bet against them. And as far as Dallas making the playoffs, I don't see that. I don't see it. I think in the NFC East, it's definitely going to be a battle between Eagles and Washington, which with the Eagles edging out they're going to win that division easy. Because Washington is Ron Rivera. Well, he's gone, right?
Yeah. No, it's
he's gone. So they got a new chief.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
My man was in Dallas last year. He was the D coordinator. Dan Quinn.
Yeah, Dan Quinn.
He's running it now. Yeah.
I mean, the defense for Washington is going to be stout, but I don't. They're not. It's not scary. We know Giants ain't going to win. They'd be lucky to win 5 games this season. I promise you, they'd be lucky to win 5.
I think they're going to be. What is it? 1-16? Yeah.
No, they're going to win some games because Danny Dimes is going to take it to the house and he's going to score. He's going to try to put the team on his back, and that's when he's going to get hurt. And that's when the Giants going to go on a losing streak.
I mean, at least y'all got depth in secondary.
Let's stop it.
Right. He drafted Malik Neighbors. I should get y'all. That's 4 to 5 wins.
That should get you 3 to 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I gave 5. Say 5-12. It's a 5-12 season.
The Bears have finished better than the Giants. That's how much confidence I don't have. And the NFC West, I really don't see a team coming out. I don't even see 49ers really being dominating the NFC West.
I agree with that. I
definitely do not see them dominating the
If
West.
The 49ers make the Super Bowl, this is their one shot at doing it before it all has to.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, their window. This is their window. This is their shot. If they don't make it now, they're not going back.
Yeah,
of course.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, that is the breakdown. I thank everybody for watching and enjoying our analysis, and we all looking forward to Thursday for the season to jump off and pop off, and next Sunday, the first NFL weekend of the season. We all gonna watch our teams, keep a close eye on the teams, and then we're gonna keep tabs and talk about it. Chef and I are gonna traverse the season and bring up the news and update with the news. And whenever you guys feel like being guest panelists, just let us know. Come on and chop it up with us. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be in touch.
Hey,
And don't forget,
Just
Friday.
I was gonna say,
is
just
the
remember
game.
this game Thursday and Friday this week.
Friday.
Yeah. Oh wow, even better. Even better. Thank you.
Yep.
That's not good, man. You just took away from high school football.
That's crazy.
You just took away from high school football, man.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday, and then Sunday, and then they finish on Monday.
Yeah.
Just 49ers cap off week 1 on Monday. Yeah, that's it's gonna be interesting.
So plenty to do here. So
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I thank you, gents, for coming on. Big Ty, the guru of the gridiron, Big Dell, along with my right hand chef.
Yes, sir.
Major. And remember, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can embrace the grind. WGI Sports, we are gone. Till next time. Tune in.
Salute.
A season.